Hello and welcome back. What happens to our body when we have negative thoughts? Now, the first thing to keep in mind is that the negative thoughts that you have aren't exactly your own. They're not original thoughts. You didn't come up with them. They are actually the symptoms or the byproducts of experiences that you've had somewhere in your life, which you have then judged and taken it on board. And now you're using that to judge and influence how you see the world around you. It is totally natural, and everybody has negative thoughts. A very simple negative thought that we might all be able to relate to is when we have a negative thought about doing something or going somewhere. So imagine you don't like playing tennis. However, you've agreed to play tennis with your friend because you're trying to be a good friend. So this friend says, I'm so excited. It's tennis on Wednesday. And your immediate thought is, oh God, not tennis on Wednesday. I don't want to go. I don't like tennis. It's just boring and I don't want to do it. So that's a very negative thought, but it's a really natural one, isn't it? So, you might have those thoughts all day long. Now, the point is, first of all, not to judge yourself, because remember, there are no original thoughts. So that's just a thought that's passing through and it's not yours. We all have them. So you can let go of ownership and being the queen and king and chief of all negative thinking, because you are absolutely not. So let that one go. So when we have these negative thoughts, which aren't our own, they're just byproducts of our experiences, valuations and whatnot. When we have these negative thoughts, what it does is it causes our body to go into a bit of a stress state. So we constrict. So our blood constricts, the light in our body constricts, everything sort of sucks in and down and becomes tight. That's just what negative thinking does to us. What we can do is not try and change the negative thinking. I've tried this in the past and it doesn't actually work. What we need to do is, I read somewhere once, a Buddhist saying, which was like, rather than pull out the weeds, plant more flowers. As a gardener, this makes absolute sense to me, that rather than racing around ripping out the weeds all day long, I would plant what I wanted to plant, and that would then eventually smother out the weeds. So this comes down to you being able to feel good and to feel positive in your life, rather than having so many negative thoughts. This feeling good and being positive will, like those flowers, will smother out the weeds of negative thoughts. So have a think now, what could you do in your life that you enjoy and that helps you to feel good, that you could tap into, that you could hook onto, that you could think about? So have a think about 3 things right now. I'm going to give you some ideas. So the first thing is food. What food do you enjoy eating? Imagine yourself cooking, eating, smelling that food. How does that feel for you? Notice how your energy is now lifting up. Have a think about someone that really makes you happy, a friend or a relative, or even someone that you watch on TV, a media personality, an actor, a character, a book character. It doesn't matter. Have a think about an entity that makes you feel happy. Tune into that, hook into that. Can you feel yourself lifting up? All right, the third thing, have a think about an activity that has you feeling good and lifts you up and makes you happy. Is it sitting and watching a movie, reading a book, exercising, going out with friends, meditating, doing some exercise, whatever it is for you that helps you to feel good? Tap into and hook into that. Notice your vibration lifting and you're feeling good. The more often you do that, the more often you lift your vibration and feel good, the less negative thoughts you will have. So don't worry about the negative thoughts. Forget about them. They're not yours. Remember, you're not the chief, queen, king of negative thinking. You're just you. You don't own them, so you can now let them go. Absolutely let them go. They are not yours. They're just passing through. What is yours is the ability to hook into and tune into the things that help you to feel good and happy, so you could build more flowers. You can build more goodness and happiness in your life, and those negative things will go away. So now what this does is it reduces stress in your body, which is what negative thinking does. And remember, stress leads to dis-ease, discomfort. We don't want that. We want to feel happy, relaxed, open, and on our path, able to follow our intuition. If you've enjoyed this video, I have got so much more wonderful content for you to watch on my channel. So please subscribe. I would love that. And of course, any questions you have, I would love your comments and I am happy to answer them. Namaste.